All praises to the Almighty God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, forever and ever, so let it be true. Love, honor, and respect to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and to His Holy Son, Yahweh Shai, who died for the 12 tribes of Israel. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, to the 4 major prophets, to the 12 minor prophets, and to the 144,000, the brothers, the Akim, who are preaching the word of God on the 4 corners of this earth, risking their lives day in and day out, bringing out this truth. And shalom, peace and blessings to you, brothers and sisters. We're on another lesson. And in the news today, there's so much things going on, but we're gonna, next few weeks, I want to bring out videos about the New World Order, the crash, the economic crash that's going to happen here in America, and it's all by design by the Rothschild family, who controls and rules over the states, the United States, okay? Because America is a corporation, and it's owned by the Rothschild family, which means the Red Shield, all right? They own the Federal Reserve. They're the ones printing this money, and that's why inflation is going through the roof, because they're just printing and printing and printing. And it's all by design, because the fiat money, which is the paper money, is on its way out. And they're going to bring into that digital currency, but it's beyond the digital currency. It's going to be the RFID implants. All right, that's what's coming. And it's ready to go. They just need to crash it. We're living in the big squeeze right now. They're squeezing everybody, all right? Because you're going to be penniless. We're going to get into the scriptures. Well, I want to read a few things that are happening in the news. There's just so much, but like I said, there's a few things that I have down. Record spike in homeowners borrowing from their 401k to pay their mortgage. So you have the United States government says it's the strongest economy ever, which is all lies. All right, they're the great, they're deceivers. They have a lot of tricks that they pull out of their hat. All right, and it's brainwashing the masses on television. You're like a hamster on that little wheel. They just have they make you think that everything's okay, but you're on that hamster wheel, or they call it a rat race. Go on any major highway in the United States, and it's just bumper to bumper. All right, you're living in a world of rodents, disease and sickness, and brainwashing. But it's a rat race out here. And then you have all the illegal immigration. That's all by design. All right? Because they're going to train them people from all over the world. They're going to train them to they're going to have the one world police and the one world military. The one world police is going to be here in America to arrest police officers and to arrest the civilians. All right, and why do I say police officers? Because a lot of police officers are going to buck up to this one world order. They're going to buck up. They're saying, be like, you go to New York, police officers there can see that New York is not New York no more. Everything's upside down. All right, they can see what's coming. So you're going to have police officers that are going to buck up against this one world order. Because, you have a lot of these patriots and they believe in the flag. Their mind level is not, it's only so high. Okay, they think that we're free, we have freedom, democracy. But that's all been a lie. All right? That's always been a lie. You've never been free. You've been a slave since you were born with your birth certificate and your social security. All right. But like I said, some people's elevator don't reach the top. And most of your police officers, firemen, teachers, their IQ level is, it's down here. They think they're smart because they got a degree or whatever, but they're on the bottom of education, and they don't have this truth. All right. So these police officers in New York, Chicago, Denver, Los Angeles, police officers all over America, in Texas, and in those red states, they're going to buck up to this. But they could buck up. Like I said, they're going to train these people that are coming in from Mexico, Central America, South America, Asia, Eastern Europe, India, and they're gonna be wearing a one rule police. This is the one rule police, the one rule order, and their allegiance will be to the new world order. Because they're training, the people that are coming in are the bottom of society on the four corners of this world. So they're desperate. So most of you Americans, you don't know nothing about, you've lived a charmed life. You've never had it hard. Even the poor people in America have it good compared to the four corners of this world, where there's famine and civil wars for decades. Okay, so these people are stronger than your average American, and they're desperate for anything. So they're going to train them. They're going to train them. They're going to put the one rule police uniform, and their job is to lay hands on Americans, patriots, anybody that's against the one rule order. People who are in debt to the banks, they're not going to forgive nothing. There's not going to be no forgiveness. If you're behind on property taxes, if you're behind on your IRS, any type of taxes, they're coming for you. Your credit cards, your school loans, they're coming for you. And then you're gonna get picked up, and you're gonna be thrown in a concentration camp, and they're gonna be making you work there. And you're not gonna get paid nothing. You're gonna be served slop, pig's food. So it'll be worse than the prisons and what they serve the kids at school, which is like all plastic chemicals, forever chemicals. That's why you have children now that have diabetes at the age of 9 years old, 12 years old. They're obese. Most of you parents should be thrown in jail. Well, you're going to be thrown in jail because of your negligence of how you raised your children, having to play video games 12 hours a day, sitting on their asses, eating pizzas and hamburgers and hot dogs and candy bars. These kids don't even go outside to play. All right, but you're going to be going, because you're going to be going to these camps. All right, and you're going to be working, and they're going to be making you, it'll be for the war effort. You're going to be working just like the people during World War I and World War II. They were paid pennies. You're not going to get paid nothing. When you're in those concentration camps, you're just going to be working. You're going to be making like military uniforms. They're going to have you making, like tanks, parts for tanks, helicopters, planes, ammunition, things for the World War. They'll have you doing something, all right? Maybe they'll have you out there in the highways and the byways fixing the infrastructure here in America, because it's all falling apart. Everything, bridges are falling apart, condos are collapsing. This whole country, I drive on the highways. The highways are a mess here in America. All right, just everything. But you'll be working, and you'll be working. You'll just be working, and then you'll get paid. I mean, you'll get fed once a day, and it'll be just some type of slop. All right, you're not even going to know what you're eating. All right, but that's your future here in America. So going back to this, these homeowners with their 401, they're you know, they can't pay their mortgages. They can't pay their rent. So that's what it's record breaking. It's a spike in homeowners borrowing from their 401. All right. That's the times that we're living in right now. The inflation is destroying Americans. All right. Let's see what else is there. CEO warns stores are closing. All over America, you have over 1,000 dollar stores closing. But they're saying on CNBC that it's a strong economy. So you have people dipping in their 401. The 401 and pensions, they're for when you retire, all right? So you don't become homeless. These people are dipping into their 401 and they still have to work. These are people that are in their 40s and 50s getting that money because they can't afford the rent and mortgages. All right? So you have over 1,000 dollar stores closing. That should tell you something. The economy is going into the gutter. And it's all by design. So yeah, I don't know how many people are going to be, how many people are going to lose their jobs, but it has to be in tens of thousands. If there's over 1,000 of these stores closing, I would say at least 10, 20 employees per store. All right, and that's on a low pay. That's minimum wage. So whatever state you live in, it's the minimum wage. And I believe in Texas and Oklahoma, I think the minimum wage is like $7.50, $8. I don't know. It's low. You can't survive on that. Here in Denver, the minimum wage is 18 something, and they can't survive. All right. You have a lot of people living in their cars and vans. All right. That's the new norm. All right. So, and this is the 2024. This is the year of mass layoffs. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. The new thing, and I'll be putting that video up. They have the new self-driving car company. Driverless taxis hit the streets in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Phoenix. So you have cars, like I've been saying it for a couple years about AI, artificial intelligence. They're bringing this out, and millions of people are going to lose their jobs. Okay, millions, and this is all by design. All right, because you're Americans are going to be slaughtered. All right, you're a bunch of sheep, and you're about to. They're putting you in the slaughterhouse. All right. Like I said, most of you Americans are in the fog anyway. You're in a fog. You're walking around in a fog. All right, you're a bunch of sheep. You believe in this system. You believe everything that they say. If you go back 3-4 years ago, I got to tiptoe what I say, so I'll knock the video down. But you've been brainwashed since you were born. You believe the television, and they created the television to brainwash the masses. You believe in this government. You believe in the branches of government. And you deserve what's coming. All right? Because you didn't have no faith. You had no hope in God. You had no respect for the Holy Book. So you deserve what's coming. All right? And just remember, the Most High, the Creator, his name is Yahweh, he's behind this. He's bringing it all down. All right, he controls the right and he controls the left. And the Rothschilds are his whipping stick. All right? They're the evil family on the left-hand side, and he controls them. The Most High, and I can prove it with scriptures. All right? The Most High's Son on the right-hand side is Yahushua, who you call Jesus Christ. He sits at the right-hand side of the Most High, and Satan is on the left-hand side. And the Most High controls right and left. That's Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. All right, and the Rothschilds, they run, well, Satan rules all the nations on the earth. The Rothschilds are controlling 2/3 of the world. They're the bankers of this earth, all right? Trillionaires. But like I said, the Most High is behind this. He's behind the destruction of the Greco-Roman Rothschild dynasty. The Most High is done with it. He's going to bring it all down on the left-hand side. It's over. All right? So you have these new self-driving taxis. All right? You're not going to need taxi drivers no more. You're not going to need no bus drivers no more. They're going to be homeless. All right? They're going to lose their job. They're going to go into a depression. They're going to be destitute, and they're going to be homeless. There's an order to this thing. All right? So no more taxi drivers. No more Uber drivers. No more light rail subway drivers. They're going to be replaced by robots, artificial intelligence. You're not going to need these telemarketing, these phones. When you call, if you have cable and you call up, you always talk to somebody that's in India or some place around on the four corners of this earth. You're not going to be you don't have to talk to them no more. It's going to be AI. You're going to be talking to some robot that talks just like a human. All you college boys and college girls are going to lose your jobs. You went to college for nothing. You didn't learn nothing. You don't have no knowledge. You have no wisdom. Nothing. Zero. I've been saying this since the 1970s. People looked at me like I was crazy. It was all for nothing. Your education came from the serpent. It was just to be a subservient human being to the system. Now, you brothers and sisters, you're on the right-hand side. This is the true knowledge and wisdom. Is this holy book? So you have they're on the streets right now, and they're not going to need truck drivers. They're going to be gone. Next 2 to 3 years, there ain't going to be no more semi drivers. All right, because you're going to have these semis. You're going to have robots and artificial intelligence driving these semis all over the United States. They've already been testing them, and they drive by themselves. They had a semi go from Los Angeles to New York. No human was in the vehicle, in the semi. All right, you're going to be replaced. All right, and a lot of police, they're going to have police robots out there. They have police dogs. They're robots. They're going to be putting them on the streets. I don't care if you have a weapon, ammo. You're not going to be able to destroy these robots that they're going to put out. All right. 1 year ago, I was with my son, my oldest son, at the Sportsman store. I like to look in there and look at tents and stuff like that. But this guy was from the government, and he came up to me. I didn't know who he was. He was an older man, an older gentleman. I would say he was in his 60s. He came up on me, and he told me, he said he worked for the U.S. government, and he wanted to know what I thought about the war. Just like I said 1 year ago. And I looked right in his eyes. Like I said, these guys follow me around. And I looked right in his eyes and I said, well, yeah, well, I'll tell you something about the war. Russia's gonna nuke America to kingdom come. And his face went, his body movement was like shock and awe, like what? And that's why, like I said, I looked right in his eyes. Russia. That's in Revelation chapter 18, verse 10. Russia is going to nuke America to kingdom come. And they're going to nuke Israel to kingdom come. All right? And then he just looked at me. And I said, this war is it's going to last for a while before America gets nuked. I believe we're going to be here maybe 10, 15 more years. All right? And then he was talking about martial law. And he told me that they have robots they're going to put on the streets of America. And he said that they could shoot you right between the eyes from a mile away. All right, so when they bring this whole country down to the ground, and people want to go riot, they want to go burn cars and burn stores, that's fine, that's what they want. Because they're going to put out these robots, and you could look it up yourself. They've already built 1 billion robots. And they're going to put them out on the 4 corners of this earth. So if you want to act up. You're going to be put to sleep. You're going to be they're going to kill you, and then they're going to get your bodies. Watch the movie Soylent Green. All right, and that's what they're gonna do. The leftover people, they're gonna grind those human beings, and you're gonna be eating them, because cannibalism is coming back. Watch that movie. I'm gonna do a couple videos on that. Soylent Green. All right, this is all by design. So, like I said, that's what's coming. Let me see what else is the condo market in Florida. It's collapsing. Well, condos all over the United States because of HOAs. They're getting beat down on HOAs, man. And all these elderly people that live in these condos, they can't afford it. So they're going to be forced to sell their condos, because these HOAs now are no longer $300-400 a month. They're $1,000, $1,500, $1,900. All right. All these condos are falling apart. They were built in the 1960s and 70s. They're all falling apart. They need a lot of work, and they're going to make you pay for it. And if you don't pay, they foreclose on you. So you're going to be homeless. And I'm going to bring some videos out. So many elderly people are now homeless, lost their homes. They could no longer pay the property taxes. They can't pay the HOAs, and they're becoming homeless. The next 3 years is going to be hell on you. Hell on America. Like I said, it's going to get ugly out here. And squatters, they have more rights than you. They're taking over houses all over America. They see it empty, they move right in. They change the locks. You have, there's some squatters. It's happening all over the United States, but it showed these squatters. You can look it up on YouTube. In Beverly Hills, they seen a house was empty. It was for sale. They went in. They moved in, and they rent the rooms, and they make money off the house. And the owner, it's going to take a couple years, 2-3 years, to get these people out. Actually, in California, like I said, they treat the squatters. They have more rights than any American. Any citizen, any law-abiding citizen, they have more rights. So these people could just take over your property. What else is going on? Property tax explodes, skyrocketing right through the roof. All right, that was at 2020. All right, 2021, the year 2022, when they told everybody, we got brainwashed on television. They said all your houses now doubled and tripled. They made you think you were rich, but it was all a lie. They only did that so they could sock you with property taxes. So Property taxes now doubled and tripled. All right? Do you see the game? All right? It's all tricks. I mean, they tricked you, deception. They got you. All right? So you have property taxes now going to $5,000, $7,000, $12,000, $18,000. You don't pay your property taxes, they're going to send a SWAT team to pull you out of that house. And they'll get somebody in there that's going to pay those property taxes. And there's nothing you could do about it. Real estate chaos. I'm going to bring out videos tomorrow. All right? The real estate agents are finished. All right? The economy will crush the housing market. All right? People can't pay these mortgages, and then you have the rates. The rates are skyrocketing. It's at 7.5%, and that's if you have a 850 credit score. All right? If you have a 7 in the 700s, you're going to be paying 8.5 to 9%. If you're in the 600s, it's 9 to 10%. I mean, you're done. You're just going to be paying interest forever. All right? And you'll have to put down 20% of these houses that are overpriced. All right? So, and like I said, the word mortgage means the morgue. Like I said, millions of Americans are going to lose their jobs to AI. That's happening this year, 2024, 2025. I mean, most of you people are going to be destitute. But I'm going to get right into the scriptures, all right? Because I got 2 videos I'm making today. I have 2 separate cameras. And we're going to get right into the book. The Holy Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor. He causes all. Who? The Rothschilds, the Federal Reserve, your Senate, Congress, President. Causes all, both small and great. The poorest people to the richest people. To the trillionaires, billionaires, millionaires, middle class, and people living in the projects. Okay? He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark. What's that mark? Do some research. Intel wants to chip implants in your brain. RFID tracking. The tracking solutions reduce loss of assets, simplify inventory cycles, ensure the health and safety of employees. This is what they're going to tell the people. This is going to be a great system. They're going to destroy the dollar, which is happening right now, and we're going to go into this new world order, and they're going to make it look good. All right? They're going to say, well, you're going to be able to use your RFID chip to go into your car, to your house. We could track your children if they get kidnapped. You're not going to ever touch money because it's going to be, it's going to be in the CHIP, the chip. All right. So they can give you funds or take funds away from you. If you rebel against the New World Order and you get the chip, say you get it, you get the RFID chip, you go strong for 3-6 months, you're with the program, and then you see things are upside down, things ain't right. And not only that, you're gonna get sick by putting these chips in your body. All right, it's gonna cause cancer. But if you buck up to the system, they just turn everything off for you. I mean, you're no longer going to be able to buy or sell, trade, nothing. You're done. You're finished. Most users, like I said, that's why they're squeezing the economy. You're going to be so desperate. You're going to do whatever they bring. When they bring out this new world order and they tell you to go to your local district, just like when you go vote, they'll send you to rec centers, to certain court buildings, wherever they're gonna implant these chips. most of you are going to be so desperate to eat, you'll do anything. But if you do buck up against it, it's like a light switch, all right? And you're going to get paid minimum. You're really going to be eating once a day. You're not going to eat nothing good. They're going to feed you bugs and humans, just like the movie Soylent Green, all right? The only people that are not going to be down with this one world order are the prophets, the 144,000 men who are preaching the word of God right now, risking their lives day in and day out, because they have us marked, and the great multitude of brothers and sisters, all right? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, and that no one may buy or sell except the one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for the number of a man, his number is 666. Just like right now, when you go to the grocery store, when you buy and you get paper towels, and you buy some orange juice, and it goes over that scanner. That scanner is 666. All right. It's already in those registers, the computers, but now they're going to put it into your head and in your hand. All right. And then, like I said, a lot of you people that do buck up, there's going to be cyanide, and they're just going to put you to sleep. All right. The whole thing is they're going to bring it down to 50 million people on this earth. All right. 49 million of you will be slaves. 9 billion people are about to leave the earth. That's their plan, is to take out 9 billion people. And this war every day over there in Eastern Europe, at least close to 1,000 men are dying every day just in Eastern Europe. We don't even know how many people are dying over there in the Middle East right now, which has to be several hundred a day. All right, but it's going to continue, and that war in Ukraine is going to escalate, because NATO's sending German troops now, French, English. And, Russia has totally destroyed over 500,000 Ukrainian men. All right. So, like I said, NATO has to join in, and you have your U.S.